Hey guys, I know it's only been 2 days since I made the official build video, and I said that it was probably close to final iteration, if not final iteration, but I did have some updates that I did think I needed to mention that changes up the build quite a bit in terms of its ceiling. Now, first of all, I made a video yesterday about weapon swap tech, and I just want to highlight that here today as well, because I think this is really cool. Since we are playing Hollow Palm, we are right next to this node right here, Warding Potions. That makes it so we can remove a curse when we use a Mana Flask. So I have it set up so that that is on my second weapon set, and I have Hand of Chayula linked to the second weapon set. So whenever we do get a curse like Temporal Chains, which is really annoying, we can quickly just use Hand of Chayula and then use a Mana Flask, and then that will basically get rid of the temporal chains. If you want to see it more in detail with how to do it, I'm going to link the description or the video in the description below. But it's a very, very cool tech that you can do to make sure you can run those maps, because right now there are a lot of maps that are kind of annoying, especially Chilled Ground and Temporal Chains. That way you can at least take Temporal Chains out of the equation and just skip the Chilled Ground maps. But yeah, other than that though, I did have another piece of tech that was suggested to me by a YouTube commenter. His name is right here, Raging Ninja 4292. Yeah, this guy let me know, or rather reminded me, that you can also use Gathering Storms to create shock ground. Because as you guys might remember, last video, I mentioned that I had Voltaxic Rift on a secondary weapon set so that we can shock with chaos damage. But given the fact that Gathering Storms creates shocked ground, it means that I don't even need to have that weapon swap to create shocked ground and shock the bosses. So this is really nice, and we also have this on our second weapon swap because it allows us to go into tree nodes that, again, increase the magnitude of shock. So right here, magnitude of shock. We also have magnitude of shock right here on this part of the tree. And it also allows us to get some curse magnitude on our character as well, because Hand of Chayula is linked to Despair. So we can use our secondary weapon set again, which our Hand of Chayula is on, to boost our curse magnitude for our character. So it's pretty nice, it's pretty cool, and it allows us to really get more juice out of our character with these weapon swaps. I'll demonstrate to you guys what it looks like on a boss right here. So here we are at the boss. We are just going to use this, and then there you see 39% on the shock, and we had Despair on the boss as well. So that's how you do it. Basically, you open up with your Gathering Storms, go in with your Hand of Chayula, then you just attack with your Ice Strike, and then put in your Bell whenever it's ready, and boom, the boss is dead. So let's go over the support gems. Since Gathering Storms is not a damaging skill for us, we are just using support gems that increase the duration or make it more utility based. So we have Prolonged Duration 2 to make it so that it lasts longer. We also have Persistent Ground 3, basically the same thing, using it to make the ground effect last longer. Then we have Stormfire for those times that we do ignite, since we are using Unraveling every now and then, it will ignite the enemy. And then we have Magnified Area to increase the area of effect. We are using Magnified Area 2, which increases it bigger, but makes it do less damage, but that doesn't really matter since we're not using for damage anyways. Now, Gathering Storm is a perfect timing ability, so you will have to time it perfectly to be able to get the shock ground. You see right there, since I didn't time it perfectly, it doesn't drop the shock ground. If you want to drop the shock ground, you gotta time it perfectly. But yeah, after a while, you get pretty used to it. You'll get it pretty naturally. I'd say nobody's ever going to get it 10 out of 10 times, but for the most part, you're going to probably get it to a point where it's 9 out of 10. And then last thing, I did end up going Chaos Inoculation. I think that if you do want to go to Chaos Inoculation with this build, I would highly recommend you guys, of course, after the full Chaos conversion, you take Chaos Inoculation after at least 4,000 energy shield. I think any lower is a little bit too squishy. I would even say that I'm like borderline. I'd ideally like to go to 4.5k, 5k, which should be possible with this build as soon as we level up a little bit more, get some more nodes, and also upgrade some of our equipment. Our helmet is still missing a good bit of energy shield, and same with our boots. So yeah, that is kind of the update on this build. Let me know down in the comment section below if you have any questions. And as always, if you want to support the channel, the best way to do it is by subscribing. And it is completely free. And I also stream on twitch.tv/MeSoicSure every single night. So hopefully I get to see you guys there. But if not, hopefully I'll see y'all in the next video. All right, guys. Peace.